Whoop, sorry I'm late. I was tweeting about it. Hey everybody, how are you doing? Another nightly stream. How are you guys? Good day, Sora, Faya, Marina. How are you guys? Oh yes. I told Nathan I eat, sometimes I eat the kiwi fruits with the skin on. You can just bite them, it's fine. I mean, you clean it first, but you could like eat them on the go, really. If you just remove yourself from the shackles of having to eat them without the skin. It's not bad at all. Currently existing. It's good. Love to see that. Okay, so what are we doing today? If you know the UCR is a collaborative writing project. It's a bit more info in the thing I just posted in chat. It's a collaborative writing project. Think about it like SCP meets Control. Like it's a secret US government agency that investigates the paranormal. From UFOs to spirits to anything between. And yes, anyone can write anything for it. There's no like fixed format. Anyone can just expand it in any way, create different like factions and different like sub units inside the UCR. And this is going to be one of these stories. And it's also going to be a story for Irivember. So we're killing two birds with one stone there. Hey Valentin. Fake Val. I'm the real one. What do you mean? Yes, that is my luck mask back there. Did it for Halloween. It's fun. So, we've got the primer of what the UCR is. And hope you guys are excited for this. So I'm gonna explain the story a little bit. Inside the UCR, there's this branch called the ARB, or Abnormal Religions and Beliefs, which studies cults and weird religions with actual like paranormal characteristics to them. And they are like very corrupt and weird, and they actually end up becoming a cult themselves. So they end up having to be disbanded. But during the 70s they're very active, and this happens during the 70s as well, so it's perfect. So this story takes place from the perspective of this ARB, which studies religions, and they are trying to artificially cause the rapture. They're trying to rapture people artificially, but they fail. So they end up with like partially raptured people with like several missing limbs, or like part of their bodies are here in our world, part of their bodies are outside in like somewhere. They just send them somewhere, they have no idea where, and they're trying to interview these people to like figure out what the hell happened. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So let me catch up with chat. Oh, you're the real one. Okay, Val. you are the. No, you're Val too. I'm sorry. Capture me that squad, please. Yeah, squad is getting bonked. Okay, so I found a few pictures of like doctors examining patients, that kind of thing, because that's what I wanna go for. These are the poor subjects that have been partially raptured. This idea here, and I'm thinking maybe this guy as well. I mean, he's clearly an army guy. I don't know which branch, but military guy. But this guy, I'm planning to remove the limbs. And this one I'm planning to remove half of the head. So we'll start with this one. I think it's a bit more interesting. And then I got some extra pictures of this guy. We got this other picture, which I thought the background was really trippy and that was fun, but I don't really know what to do with it. It could also be for the second one. And we got this one, which could again also be for the second one. So I think we're starting with this. So we're selecting this, we're copying it. Is the bonk emote, is it for subs? I thought it was for followers. I don't know, because they all appear next to me. Oh, they might be one of them, one of the bit rewards, which, I don't know, they're there, nobody gets them. Actually helped my university group do a Rapture themed short film. Nice, you should send it over to the Discord. Exactly, that's what we were playing with, Val. This person will have basically the both of their eyes cut off, and we'll only see. They'll be talking to them, and they'll be like describing what they see, and it's gonna be like a weird trippy scene. It's cool. We already got. Oh, and this, by the way, is gonna go up with a little video or a little audio part of it, which is the audio interviews for both of these patients. So, yes, Sora here is doing this patient, and Marina is doing the other one. So, a wedding ring? Perhaps? I don't know if this could be a wedding ring, but this could be part of the backstory, who knows? Can incorporate it. So, what's the idea here? So let's just sketch something out. What I want to do is just draw a line and just yoink this out away from existence. Great at drawing. Cult wedding ring. I mean, yeah, it's kind of culty, so I guess that would work. So, I mean, I guess this guy would be looking into nowhere, because we're going to be cutting this off. But since, I guess he's trying to figure out if, because this person is still alive, right? They're going to be missing the top half of their head, and this guy's maybe like just trying to look if he can notice something in the eye, or if he can still notice that there's some physical remnants of the body. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. I think that it tracks, right? It doesn't look too weird. Do you see your dead husband? I love it. Yes, we're running with this, I think. Squaw, you should write more UCR stuff, or UCR stuff at all. Come on, what you waiting for? Should I draw a line first of where it's gonna go? Yeah, let's draw a line first. I get just a simple brush. Should we make it so that the limits of the raptured area are clear? They're like a simple cut like this, or should they be irregular? I think both have their own vibe, which could work. Obviously we have the hair here. I guess the hair would be cut off as well in the same pattern. It doesn't have to be perfectly level with the ground. That doesn't matter, as long as it looks kind of straight, it's fine. And smart one day a year. Particle effects? Yeah, maybe like some smoke or something coming out would be fun. Sort of like reddish pink smoke. A simple cut would make it more artificial. Ah, yeah, that's true. Okay, then next thing I'm doing, I'm gonna do this directly on the image, because that way I can hey, move that. There we go. Do this first. Let's get the edge off. And then I'm gonna get my patch tool. Try to follow this. Concentrating. Can do it. Here we go. Just bring it somewhere else. Okay, we're done. That was easy. Yeah, that's the idea a little bit, Squaw, to show something inside. I don't know if I want to make it like show every tissue inside, like it's like a brain scan cut, or if I want to make it more ethereal, kind of like she's empty inside or something. Stream is a bit behind on my phone. That makes sense if you're on data or on Wi-Fi and your computer is on cable. I'll stick my hands in it, please don't. Copy paste some steak. Oh my god. Just like from a completely a steak from a completely different part of the body, you know? There's like meat. A slab of meat in there. Tissues? Who needs that? Okay, first thing I'm doing just for... By the way, is this layer, does it have anything? Nope. I'm gonna put my grain layer on there, because that'll help us. Anything we put in will have the same texture, it'll be nice. Teach me a word in Spanish. Let's see. Because I would say rapture, but I don't know what the translation for rapture actually is in Spanish. El juicio final, perhaps? It's like the end of days. That would be like final judgment in English. I don't know if rapture works. By the way, I still have some Halloween candy. Might eat some for energy during the stream. As long as it doesn't make a huge noise on the mic. These are gummies. Very good. I know. So yeah, I'm asking for your help. How would you translate rapture? On the right side, there's a bit of hair floating around. I don't know which one you mean. Could be any of these, I guess. Also, thanks for the save reminder, God. Boon. Ooh, that's a cool idea, though. I mean, it's a creepypasta. You don't need a reason for doing creepy experiments in a creepypasta. You just do it. Okay, what if I fill this space up a little bit with just the same colors as the face to kind of give us a sort of surface to work from. Right now we have nothing. And that's why I added the noise, because that way it'll be a bit textured. It's better. Also after the hair, of course. Gotta do that. Trying to get the curve here right, so it makes a bit more sense. Rapto? Interesting. I didn't hear it. Never heard that, I think. Arrebatamiento. Ooh. Arrebatar is like, yeah, take away. like steal something. That's very interesting. Well, there we go. We're all learning Spanish today. Yes, arrebato, like Marina said. We love learning in this household. Rapture is a very American thing. It does sound like it, yeah. Oh, these Americans. I don't know how puffy her hair is. Kind of guessing here. It looks puffy, but I want her head to look small though. Also, hey, everybody hated my teeth, so I guess I succeeded. Not like my teeth, the teeth I did yesterday. If you didn't see them, well, I'm gonna show you right now. Tombstone teeth. Here they are. My beauties. I horrified a lot. So it was fun because it was kind of a 50-50 of either people were horrified or were actually like, this I wouldn't mind having this. I wouldn't have to floss. But yeah, Sarah points out, getting a cavity in your monoteeth would be the worst, or an infection, or just like breaking it and exposing the nerve. Eesh. I would not like to have monoteeth. Leave my regular teeth alone. On a tooth. You could post a photo of someone eating a Cupid and give you the same menstrual recall. Just try it. Literally try it. It's not that bad. Try a kiwi with the kiwi fruit with the skin on. Like, just bite it. It's fine. You won't even notice the skin. You guys. Such prudes. Returned with the gift of my pet rats. Hello. Good days, rats. How are you guys doing? Missed you guys. Best rats ever. It's literally fine. I don't mean this to like freak people out. I eat them like that. You can bring them anywhere, and I don't know, you don't have to like do the whole mess and cutting them and eating them with a spoon. Like, if you're at home and you have all the time in the world, sure, eat them with a spoon. You wanna feel like a medieval king. No, like, go beast mode on that kiwi. Just bite it. Nobody's gonna judge you, and if they do, they don't know better. They don't know how it is to be a real one. My culture to not be a freak. Come on, you're literally from the Kiwi land. You should be the one that knows better. You should be the one that's preaching this truth. And yet here you are. Go beast mode on that kiwi, please. No, you have not tried it. You cannot judge until you've tried. Nathan, Faya, do you have kiwi fruits at home right now? I want you to go and just bite one, please, and report back. It's literally gonna be okay. You'll open up a new world of possibilities. You can bring out a kiwi wherever. Do it. It's fine. I do it all the time. The hair is... You literally don't notice the hair. Are they in season? I don't know what the kiwi season is. They taste gross? No, kiwis are great. Peaches have hair too, exactly, and you eat them. Guys, it's literally fine. Okay, what if I actually... Here's another idea. What if I just... What am I doing? Oh, is an eraser. Of course, it's not gonna paint. What if it was a pit? See, I don't know. I think we might need to actually make a cut of how the face would look then at that point. And since we're not going to like this the UCR, so we're going for a pretty realistic world, all things considered. I think it would make sense. We do need to find that picture though. So, that'd be a hard one. Let's see. I want to grab a tomato, salt it, and eat it like an apple. Go for it. Let's really go for it. With an onion. People are such prudes about food. Just, I don't know, go beast mode on some fruits and vegetables. Squire's gonna try it. Yes! Go for it. Try it and report back. Is discussing a window for fruits? What? No! No, it's actually perfectly fine. Oh, people are such prudes. Come on. Oh, Squaw. You don't know the truth. You don't know the truth about fruit. This is the worst. Let's look for CT scan. Ooh. Ooh, what is this? A CT scan of a Peruvian mummy. Interesting. 3D reconstruction and everything. I like that. Squad, please. Squad doesn't know. Squad doesn't know. So sad. It's never this joke. Not joke. No, it isn't. I literally do it. Do you ever worry about the people in charge looking at your search history? I hope they don't. What is this? I mean, it's not a CT scan, but... It's creepy. I like it. But yeah, CT scan phase doesn't give me anything. It's hard to find things like CT scans for free, because, you know, patient information and all that stuff. We'll try to find something. Burn victim? Oh, that would make sense. Okay, this is nothing. Let's look for... Let's see, Wikimedia. Help me. Whoa, they even got 3D reconstructions. That is cool. I mean, cities are not perfect. They are very like black and white and not amazing. Here we have an ameloblastoma, but it's actually it's a cat of the mouth. Yeah, it's gotta be a nose one. It doesn't need to be exactly the same place, but would you mind linking that weird mask guy? Sure. I think he was CT scanned face. There, linked it for you. Also, hey Han, how you doing? This is what I use for painting a head sliced in half. And since we go the ethereal abstract shapes, I mean, yeah, but maybe we can use this base. Okay, this one is a bit too high because it's at eye level. There we go. Nice, perfect. Right, it's yeah, it's about the place we need. That is good. Wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi. Doing well. Saving this. By the way, what kind of license do we have? Oh, we need to give credits. Gotta remember that. Dinner time for you. Enjoy. Okay, let's see. Let's try and more or less fit it. Doesn't need to be perfect, but it'll give us a much better base. We can actually start from something instead of from scratch. Hold on, I need to clip this in here, that'll help. Watching your streams helped me a ton with Photoshop for Tombstone Teeth. I'm glad. Happy to hear that. And that's why I do them. I also like to entertain you freaks, but what tool? I'm just using free transform, and then you press Control and move, tug at the edges, and you can do any sorts of transforms. So just press Control T, and then use Control on the edges. It needs to be a bit more squished. No, it's not the warp tool. It's just the free transform one. Warp would be nice to give you bendy edges, which I might actually do. I'm actually gonna do puppet warp, which is a different type of warp, but I like how it works. It'll help us fit it to the actual shapes we got on the head. I can't do much with that. Puppet warp, it is magic. Saget, thank you for the follow. I mean, the implication is that there's still like some connection, some physical connection between the raptured part and the one that isn't. Okay, so we're gonna put that on Leiden. Then of course we gotta remove anything that's outside. Like so. Hi Max, thank you for the follow. Also, let me know if the rain is hearable. I think it... Yeah, it doesn't show up on my little visualizer thing. But I got like a window right there and it's raining, so... Hope it doesn't make too much sound. Where's my... Why does it do that sometimes? Like, the box is here, but it's controlling this here. No Photoshop. What? Okay. Huh. Yeah, I can't really... I hate you, Photoshop. Magical hair. Who wouldn't love that? Photoshop is hunted. Yeah. Serves me right, I guess. For telling people to eat kiwi fruits with the skin on. For telling the truth. Is it a center point? I don't think it was before because I wasn't like doing odds to set it to the center point. I don't think it was that. I think it was just a byproduct of the bug. It's a bit weird fitting it to the front of the face. For some reason, the perspective is not like perfectly to match perfectly. So yeah, but I like this better than making it look like a hole or something, because I don't know, it feels more realistic. I know we're doing fantasy stuff, doesn't have to be, but I like when it does. Why is Photoshop hunted? I don't know, maybe it didn't have enough of Halloween. I can feel that. It wanted more spookiness. Now let's give it a fleshy texture. Who doesn't love that? I'm gonna go fleshy, kind of like the skin for some areas. Inside I'm gonna add some reds. I'm basically trying to make this look less like a CT scan, more like tissues. Lasso half of it. Don't think about the seams. You're evil. You're evil and twisted. See, why would you trust this guy with how to eat kiwi fruits? Come on. Well, what the hell? I mean, do you even have to ask that? You're coming to my stream. You know, you knew what you were getting into. You know, yesterday we were fusing people's teeth into one. Today we're turning this lady into sort of like open coconut situation. Okay, then I guess I'm picking some red or reddish pink for this area. Alright, we're dealing with mucous membranes here. The pinks go better. Didn't you like the teeth, Han? Come on. They were so cute. You've tricked yourself into thinking eating hair is really you can get hair. You will not back down from this, will you? I still maintain you eat kiwi fruits the incorrect way. This, by the way, just the base. I don't need to make it, I want to make it like super detailed. I want to make it just like more or less realistic. Then we can add like effects. I want to add a little smoke coming out, that kind of stuff. So I don't know if I'll like I may add some very basic textures to large areas, like maybe the brain here could use some brain texture. Right? Yeah, let's use some brain texture. And same in the membrane. What happened? I mean, I cut this data set like this. Not much more. Okay, I'm actually gonna look for brain tissue, but right on my other screen, because every time I look for medical stuff on Wikimedia, I'm risking my whole stream. Okay, nice, I got an actual brain cut. It's not the same part of the brain, but it'll have to do. I got one of the cerebellum, but hold on. You see cerebellum cut. Ooh. Got a very complete one that looks absolutely... So, okay. I'm about to put actual brain pieces on screen. So if that's not something you really want to see, I'd recommend like closing the tab for a minute until I get them placed. So yeah. I'll let you know when you can look again. Okay, brain's incoming. Brain incoming. Boom. That's a brain cut up for you guys. Welcome to Val's stream. Hope you enjoy. I'm gonna use this part, which is the correct one. This is cerebellum. I'm gonna put it on here. I actually eat brains on occasion. I've never eaten them, but I know it's eaten. They're part of some ravioli with veggies. Interesting. Was it brownish? I don't know. General decay. I don't know. I'm no pathologist. Anyway, if you averted your eyes, now it's a bit better. You can probably look again. Gonna just choose one of the textures, like the more pink one that looks more alive, and colors, I mean. Just apply it to the whole cut. Eating brains, that's for human brains specifically, good day. Oh, somebody is leaving. Okay. Hopefully you can come back and see you later if you do. How does someone acquire this affliction? Okay, so I'm gonna explain again because I haven't explained it since the beginning of the stream. This is one of the e-remember prompts. I'll just note down here what e-remember is. So, e-remember is a challenge with different prompts. One of them we're doing today is Artificial Salvation Test, 1975. So, we're doing this Artificial Salvation Test prompt, and instead of just doing it on its own, we're setting it in the UCR universe, which is a collaborative writing project that we're doing, and it's going to be a test that's done by kind of like the religious division of UCR, and they're trying to rapture people. They're trying to artificially induce a rapturing of people, and they fail. So people end up like partially raptured and like missing bits of their body, but they're still like have control of them. They're somewhere. So this person has lost the top of their head and is still like perfectly conscious and able to speak, and it's actually with their eyes are somewhere else. They've been raptured somewhere. We don't know if into heaven or into some other place, and it's going to be this images and then some interviews of these patients and how they are like living this. Spoilers: they'll die. Rigmarole. Thank you for the follow. Something about sliced brain doesn't upset you like most gore would. Interesting. This brains feel a bit different. They're not like typical gore. You wanna write UCR stuff so bad? Then do it. Literally, what's stopping you? Oh yeah, it must be well cooked. That's what I said. Cow tongue, yes. You can eat anything from the cow. Yeah, people eat bull testicles here. Never tried them. But if you come to Spain, ask for criadillas. You'll get bull testicles. See, you guys learn Spanish with me. So much Spanish to learn. I don't like this pink, to be honest. It doesn't feel... It feels like fake fleshy. It doesn't feel like actual human textures would be. Okay, I'm adding its separate layer, and it's only gonna do this. Only gonna make it show up in the dark areas, like so. The idea is that these dark areas are actually referring to cavities that are covered or lined inside with mucosa, mucous membrane, I mean, and we should make that show. So I'm gonna take a darker version of this same color that we're using for the mucus. Gonna put it here and in there as well. Not exactly covered in mucus, but yeah. Certified nursing assistant. Hello. Got more medical personnel here. Also, this alert has been popping up all day. I plugged in my camera once and now it's doing that. Pretty annoying. See, it's here again. Stop. What an annoying alert. I guess it'll go away when I turn my computer on again, but it's fine. White parts, yes, that's what I wanted to get to next, because obviously the white parts look very much like a CT scan, and I want them to make it look like bone, which is what they are. So I'm actually, again on my other screen, because Wikimedia and medical stuff don't mesh well. So I'm gonna look for bone. See if I can find some like cut up bone or something. Okay, we got a femur. Not the same thing, but it has that porous bone texture we can use. Hold on. Let's cut the bone for now. Neighbors are reflooring. Oh no. That's so annoying. Okay. Now we just leave it like that. Can you imagine if it was all bone texture in there? I don't want the texture to be too large, because then it would feel fake. So let me actually do two separate versions of the texture. Well, hopefully between the two. There we go. Cover all the bone area. And do a little transition between them. There we go. Now we just got a bunch of bone texture like that. Merge it and we do something like this. Will that do anything? I guess it doesn't look white anymore. Might start stumping. Go for it. Is that a healthy bone? It looked like it. It's a dead bone. Not the same as live bone, but you know, we're just doing a little thing here. It's a small texture, so. Making one of my dreams come true? Which one? Being a head cut in half. Transversal cuts in anatomy. Same. I mean, we're never gonna represent it too well with just a CT, so I'm just kind of winging it, using this as base, and then we'll just fancy stuff on top of it, and hopefully we'll hide most of the mistakes. Yes, bone marrow makes it very, very red. But in this very thin bone in the skull, it's not a lot of marrow. It's more like it doesn't really produce bloods in adults, at least. Closest and least close picture, let's see. I saw a lot of actual cuts. We actually had a whole head, 2 whole heads in medical school that were cut in like slices about this thin, and each of them was encased in glass, so you could actually like just pick them individually. It was great to study. Kind of gross, but it was cool. How does the blood get in the bones? Through blood vessels? Bones are very, very alive structures. And inside of bones is where most of the blood of your body is produced. It's so messed up, but I'm also sure I learned this in school. We all forget stuff. Should we do anything for the hair? I feel like it wouldn't have no real texture. I was thinking of doing like small pits like this to make the hair like kind of cut off like that, but I think that would be a bit stupid. Okay, so maybe I can merge all these layers. Do just a very small thing to remove the pure black. Turn into smart objects and apply blur. Also have to apply blur to this. You're getting there. I mean, not only it sounds a pain to emulate, I don't think at this distance it would actually like render as anything. We wouldn't actually be able to see it, I believe. I might be wrong. We can just paint with something with a little texture, perhaps. I don't know. I got so many brushes, as you can see. So many that I don't know what to use. The hair brushes aren't really worth it for this because they're for painting little strands. So this one is a little bit of grunge texture. Doesn't really do a lot for me. Can do it in I just put it in overlay to add a tiny bit of texture to them. Oh, your internet died. I'm glad you're back. Okay, now we have this like the slab cut off. I want to light it in a way that feels natural. So where is our light coming from? Definitely from the front, from like the back of this guy. From the ceiling. So this would probably be more lit than whatever's there, right? It would be like the top of the head in the real picture, slightly more lit. I'm just adding a bit of soft light. And now that messed up the color, because of course it did. Pick he has very dark hair, which makes it slightly harder. Please, there we go. Okay, just trying to pick, there we go. Decent hair color. Doesn't do much for me. Okay, it's actually green. How is that possible? Wouldn't have a light. Yes, but it's very tiny. Like it wouldn't be really visible in this scene. So this doesn't work at all. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Of course, I need to put the color layer. Dummy. Put it on top of the overlay. That's why it wasn't working. Hey, we blurred. Hope you're doing well. We're cutting a person and cutting a slice of a person. Yeah, I think using the CT was probably the right choice here. What bothers me here? Is actually the inner, like the outer ear, the ear canal. So it wouldn't actually have the same texture as hair. Need to make it clearly differentiated. It needs to be way darker, of course, because it's going down. It's going like this. And it needs to be not brown in color. I'm just going to use some black there. Gotta do the same thing for the soft light here. Anything that is cavity, I gotta make it look deep. Oh, that's actually way better. Right, now we have some actual depth in there, instead of just flat surface. Been 8 years since I used any of my medical knowledge. Well, you know, using medical knowledge for horror is our whole thing here. You're very welcome to use it. Why is this so grey? I think we're getting a bit of the background. Yep. Okay. We have to fix that up. Okay. Now, the cut is done, I think. We need to add maybe some effects. I was thinking something like smoke, something that does look a bit ethereal. Are there any classes of something to have as much knowledge as a student of medicine without actually having to study it? Not that I know of. If you find any though, let me know. I mean, too late. Already studied all these years. Damn it. Subscribe to my Patreon. It's fake medical school. Please, no, don't sue me. Don't sue me. I'm actually teaching Photoshop on Patreon though, if anyone is interested. I should chill my Patreon more. Thank you, Sora. I do teach Photoshop there. Photoshop and like other stuff about arts. I got a whole huge video about finding images that you can use for anything. I got one coming up about like not directly about Photoshop, but about my thought process and how I iterate, come up with ideas, that kind of stuff. And that one's coming up soon. Okay, little bit of smoke. Little bit of smoke, anyone? Let's see, let's just search here, because easy. Also, let me have a gummy. I need this to survive. They're the remnants of the Halloween candy. And they're going nowhere, so I gotta do something with them, right? Smoke break time. Yeah. I just smoke gummies. Let's see, something wispy like this, or something more cloudy. Let's actually go to the internet. Let's go to Unsplash. Tools I got with my nursing assistant certification. First aid. That's still good knowledge. That's still good knowledge you can use in horror if you put your mind to it. I think there's a way to make smoke that bounces off the limits. What do you mean by that? I like this one. Let's give it a try. Oh. Photoshop, there we go. Don't put smoke in the bottle. Oh, okay. Kind of like it draws the rest of her head in smoke. I like that. Yeah, we can give that a try. That's a good idea. Okay, I'm thinking dark smoke. So we turn this around, we remove all saturation. How is this? We make the bright actually bright. And then we put it on multiply. So that's a smoke. That could be a smoke. But let's try the Sora's idea. So actually, should I put this in difference? Yeah. So I'm gonna put this in difference just so I can see where I'm painting or where I'm doing the selection. Actually, I might use this. I don't know if it will work well with the difference, but we can always try. That was actually not very good. Oh, I was on the wrong layer. Okay, you can do this, Photoshop. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Now, this into a layer mask. I remove the difference mode, put it in normal. Then bring back all this. Now, we have this. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Oop. Why is my flow so low? There we go. And I want to do this. There we go. So, now anything I put in here limits it to the real shape of her head. It's a good image right there. Wherever the top of the head went, that would be good. Okay, so now technically we can fill this whole thing up with smoke. We can use different parts of the same one, since it's only a small bit it's gonna actually show. I don't want to make it perfect, so I want to more or less follow the shape of the head, but kind of spill over a little bit. So we're doing this as a base, and then we'll keep working on it. And I want to make this much fainter, to be honest. I wanted the smoke to just eat up the whole shape. Yeah, that would make sense if the doctor was trying to examine that smoky area. Yeah, can't cover all the good work we just did. Yeah, I want to make it feel like a suggestion that there's something there. What if... Okay. What if I take the original and put it... Of course that wouldn't make sense. Hold on. Let me try something. So what if I took this take the whole thing, whole group. And I'm gonna combine it. I'll do this layer, I'll just remove the whites. Won't be as pretty as smoke. Actually kind of invisible, but what I wanted to try is... no, hold on. I turn this into a layer. I think it's how the smoke is actually kind of drawing the rest of her face in a very faint way. Wave his hand through the smoke to clear it. That's over our possibilities here in a small hourly streams. Oh, thanks for the saber matter. Right, so I want this to be faint. Control where it appears. Doing this. And then we're gonna make the smoke spill over a little bit. What do you think? Should we have a small view of the original face appearing in the smoke, or should we just leave the smoke? What do you guys like better? Difference up close here. Yeah, no face? Okay. Go with smoke then. It was worth trying anyway. Makes it seem she can still see this word. That's true. You're right. It wouldn't mesh well with the story. Also, there's going to be like two patients here, two subjects, and the idea that this one is like can actually see that world and actually like believes himself to be in that world. So they kind of get lost in it, and then they just say, "Oh, I just want to go to sleep," and they just kind of doze off and die. And the other one actually has their eyes in the world, but in this world, they're missing several limbs that are in the other one, and they feel like they're convinced that this world is actually hell, because all the rest, like the body, the part of the body that stayed here, that stayed behind, is like in incredible pain, and the other one is like in pure bliss. So they feel like in comparison they are in hell right now, and they kind of get aggressive, and they end up getting shot for it. So they both die. Womp womp. Sad end to the story. But it's a UCR story. It's about a terrible government agency doing terrible things. So okay, I maybe want to play around with the color of the smoke. Let's see, maybe we can do colorize and just give it a little tint of... I'm thinking some kind of reddish color. Because in the story, they actually mention, like in the audio interview that's gonna go with this, they actually mention that what they're seeing is like just pure, like they're like inside a womb of sorts, and they can only see like black and red. And so maybe the smoke being red is a nice parallel to that. Yeah, you don't want credit for that? Okay, I mean, fair enough, but I won't credit. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'll credit myself either, because I think it's assumed that if I post to the UCR account and it's not credited, it's just me. So I just leave it there. You want credit? Okay. I'll credit Faya for like images, Eduardo, voices, and then kiwi fruit eating advice, Faya. How about that? Yeah, I'll retweet it to my main. But yeah, it's fair if you don't want credit. I mean, I'd rather credit you, of course, but you got your reasons. Okay, let's see. Any other little wisps of smoke? You actually use this wisp of smoke to draw the shape of the head in a more natural way. Oh, okay, that's fair then. No worries. Mystery. I just want something that kind of draws the left side of the face. Hell yeah. Do it, Riga. You do it, post it to the Discord so I can see it. Post 100 different versions of my face and voice, no one would know which one is real. A trickster. Faya actually doesn't exist. Faya is a collective of people. Bet you guys didn't know that. The real Faya died 10 years ago. Sorry for spilling it. Sorry if that was a reveal for the end of the season or anything, or something like that. Okay, how are we feeling about this? I'm liking it, I think. It's like Shakespeare, exactly. Like a story you're writing that's a little too close to Exorcist 3. I mean, all art is theft, so... Everything is a little bit close to The Exorcist 3, if you think about it. You wanna be here? I wanna be a half-raptured goth girl with a strange gown. Yes, I was getting to the logo right now. Didn't forget about it. Okay, so one of the things about the UCR is that there's all these branches, and all the branches have their own logos. Many of them done by me because I like to dabble in doing this thing. So let me actually find. I didn't plan it. UCR logos. Okay, UCR ARB. So the ARB is the kind of like the religious. The cult and religions studies part of the UCR, and this is their logo. We tried to come up with a logo that felt like kind of religion-y, that could be the logo of a cult, because they eventually become a cult. They studied cults so much that they actually became one. Then they caused some massive accidents that nearly destroyed the UCR, or nearly made the UCR public to the world, so they had to be forcefully disbanded. They don't exist anymore since the 90s. One of the fun things about the UCR is that it's a lot about history, so it's not set in real time, it's set in any time from the 40s that you want. The UCR is founded in 1938 or 39, I forget now. And if you want to write for the UCR, you can write in a story that takes place in the 50s, or in the peak of the Cold War, or in the 90s, or right now if you want to. But part of the thing is that they have this also history, and this division, for example, it appears and disappears. Okay, do this without the noise. It appears and disappears from the 50s to the 90s. So if you want to write a story for this part of the organization, it has to happen in between that time frame. Yeah, it's got Celtic stuff. I wanted to include that. So I'm just making a little displacement map. This is not a final image. I'm just saving this PSD, and I'm hiding it. I'm going to the logo, filter, distort displays. We're gonna do, I think we might do 2020, and we'll find artificial salvation test PSD and see what it did. It didn't do much, to be honest. Kind of did it over here, but actually put it here so we have the crease going through it, and see if that helps. Or actually, you know what? Let's make a fun crease here, so just so the logo can go over it. We're crazy like that. They are allowed to be disbanded because they dabbled into techno-religion and the UCR cannot be bothered to study. I like that. Okay, so I'm doing this, then I'm sharpening it actually. And this, again, I'm just creating a displacement map. Let's see. See if that does. Control save. Is there a UCR division about weird things in archaeology? Not really. Not really. I guess depending on the characteristics of that weird archaeological thing, could be handled by different divisions, as we currently have them set up. But you could create a division for that if you wanted. Like, anyone can just go in and create a division. There are a bunch, and there are a bunch of like little task forces that just handle one thing, and there are some that tackle wider things. Anyway, we're getting distort displace. Let's see if it works now. Let's do 25 in both sides. Ooh, that's a lot now. That is suddenly way more. Would it work like that? I think it's a bit too much for the displacement map. Let's bring that down to 15. Oh, that's a different image. Yeah, of course it was gonna fail. Claim that one? Go for it, please. Right. Okay, so we're creating a normal plus an overlay. Normal's gonna be low opacity. Gonna blur them a little bit. We got a logo. Now, for my signature, how about this? Seems perfect. Seems like it would actually fit well. Brain folds, oh my god. No, too messy. Go for the solution here. Gonna invert it, of course. Oh, it's already inverted. Dummy. Blur, and I'm actually color overlay. I'm just gonna pick a color from here. How does that work? Doesn't matter. I'll just do this. Okay, now we go on top, we do a camera raw to kind of finish things, look a bit more interesting, give them a tint. I like to go hard on tints that are either green or purple for like 70s image, for like early color images, because they're usually like not super well focused on the tint, so you end up with very green and very purple images, which is usually where the filters, when you do like these kind of 70s filters, is usually where it goes. So I feel like a green gives that a clinical, ugly look. Logo to stretch the black parts of the circle. I want it to feel like it's something like written on the screen, whatever kind of screen it is. Okay, let's see. We can go for that green to magenta colors. I think they always look pretty good. Oh, this one doesn't have noise. Well, I can just add it, but I thought it had the noise that I added before. I must have turned it off before. Didn't remember to turn it back on. Like electric lines on the heart rate monitor. It could work, but I don't know if that's even a heart rate monitor. Yes, that greenish hospital light. That is true. This thing on TikTok that I remember seeing where a little machine draws 3D shapes with little lasers. Interesting. I'm actually going with a little bit of a white vignette. I don't usually do, but it's not bad in this case. Oh, I didn't touch the noise too much. Be a bit much. It does look different when I zoom in and out, which is weird. I think it's just rendering. Yeah, be careful with the exposed brain matter. I wonder if you touch it, if it would be sort of solid in a way. I don't know. We're making it up. Okay, so this is like our main image. This is gonna be like the focal point of this whole operation. I want to touch it. Don't. Please do not touch the brain matter. Or you. Now for a second subject, we got several options. We got this guy, we got this guy, and the objective here is to remove the arms. And we got this one. I think this one might be a bit too army looking. This one is also army looking, like it's Air Force. But we can just remove this. Why not? And also there's these things in the background, there's like stickers that don't feel too UCR-y, so... I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Green is supposedly a calming color. It doesn't calm me much. It never worked at the nursing home I worked at. That is fair. Okay, kind of torn with these. Choose for me, guys. Which one do you prefer? It's an audience question. Wait, let me put them all three. It's the most limb focused of the three. I guess that's true. Also, the whole machinery being used is very strange, which I enjoy. It seems even like a little bit like a carnival thing. I think they're testing the reflexes with the little hammers. And all the sensors, I have no idea. Maybe they spin it around and it's a vertigo thing? I have no clue. But yeah, okay, we can try this one out. There are no objections. Zoom in a little. I mean, it's fairly high quality, so we can. There's an amount to zoom in here. It's actually very high quality, all things considered. Probably a good scan of the negative. Also, look at that. This is what I meant with 70s images. Look at the purple here. Look at the green here. Everything has purple and green. It tracks. The ceiling looks like a cake. Like it could be something that the ARB actually has. Should we drop it into the same? Yeah, actually, I think we have it in the same document. See, sometimes I want to do things on the same document. First, because it's just comfortable to have it all in the same place. And second, because it allows me to keep the same crop for the two of them. So we can do this, for example. And close the others. We can close all this and call it 1. So, funny enough, it actually fits perfectly into the other one. Yeah, there's a little bit of a... There we go. That's funny. Hey, just Caitlin. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. We are cutting people's heads off. They're alive. They're fine. Hello, Caitlin Raid. Hope everyone's doing well. They're alive for now. Yes, we do Photoshop our art here, and this is what we're doing today. I like to make things that weird people out. So the story here is this takes place in a secret US government agency that is trying to investigate religions and does a test or a botched test to try to artificially rapture people and try to send them to heaven or wherever they go. And they actually fail, and it just only works partially. So these people have like cut off limbs and like are partially disappeared, and those parts of the body are somewhere else. This is a perfect picture. Okay, so we're gonna cut this person's both arms, I think. Let me check the writing. See if I missed something. Because this is gonna go with 2 audio interviews, and I wanted to get it correct to the writing, so he doesn't talk about his legs and then I'm gonna have his arms. Okay. Okay. Talks about the arms, I think. It stopped right at the shoulders. Okay. Okay, so how Marina wrote it? It's cut at the shoulders. Alright. That is what I wanted. This man has a very strange shirt. It's probably part of the test kit. Alright. So we're cutting right here then. Doing this and then the whole arm. It's gonna be an annoying one with the arm because I need to clone stamp all this. That's gonna be boring. But we'll try it. We'll give it a try. Alright, so we're doing a copy of this. We are rasterizing it. And now we're starting from the hand because it's gonna be less messy part, least messy part. Just got the bands below it. You just gotta do this. So, say goodbye to this guy's arms. Doctor applies electrodes all over the body. Oh yeah. Electromiograma in Spanish. That's probably, that could be a test then. Could be that test in old school way. The electrodes make sense like that. Sorry, I only know the names tests and things in English, in Spanish. They're usually similar in English, but I don't know how to pronounce them. Okay, we got a bit of messy texture here, but we'll get it fixed. No problem at all. Okay, then we're getting there. I love getting myself into situations where I have to do a ton of clone stamping, don't I? So, ooh, this stream has been going on for long. We'll keep going though. It's gonna be a bit of a longer one. It'll be fine though. I think tiny yellow particles. There were stars in this. That could be fun. Let's make it a bit different from the other one. Smoke. Is the shirt gonna remain? I'll just get rid of it. Because then we'll have to make it look deflated, and that would be a whole complication. Better to just make it short sleeved, I think. Okay, so this part, like, it's in shadow in the original picture, but I guess it shouldn't be on the thing we're doing, because there's no arm anymore to cast the shadow. Folks, I got myself into a very complicated clone stamp situation. That is on me for choosing this picture. I will not blame you guys. Yet. It's gonna look shitty for a little while, by the way. And I have to fix up some of the textures on the way. Not getting rid of the main chunks before you actually proceed into making it look good. I mean, it is fun. I like clone stamping. It's fun to try to like figure out where to put each texture and how to fake areas of texture where there actually wasn't before. So we'll stop it there around the shoulder. The good thing is that both shoulders are gonna be cut, but only one will have an actual visible surface that faces us. Oh yeah, my streams are a lot of clone stamping. Big part of the job. Which, by the way, I'm streaming pretty much every day this month, and it's gonna be shorter streams, but a lot of them. So you guys are looking forward to that. Also got a sub goal going for the month. We're gonna try and reach 35 subs by the end of the month. Hopefully we can get there. I hope so. That will get us a new emotes, and it'll be cool. That's not terrible. Okay, obviously this part is too bright, so we need to darken it somehow. Things do get chaotic in a good way. It's not the exact same darkness. But it should do, I hope so. Terrible. This is a pretty like mindless job, but it's like, I don't know, popping bubble wrap or something. It's entertaining. I should do a little tutorial on clone stamping for the Patreon at some point. It's like, it's an easy thing. I think everyone gets it pretty instinctively. I guess you pick up some things, so that'd be interesting to teach. So yeah, if you want Photoshop tutorials, you can always go to my Patreon if you want. Ugh, I don't like that. Ugly. Okay, now to fix up some textures. And just using a little bit of patch tool, going over the areas that don't look good, and patching them up with textures from other parts. That more or less covers one arm. Evidently there's still some stuff to fix, but we're partway there, definitely. Okay, now to the other arm. It'll take a while. So yeah, I guess let me tell you about the UCR. UCR actually started pretty organically. It started as we made a little kind of cryptid creation project in the Discord, which ended up being the creation of Hellkite, which you might recognize from the channel emotes. Here's Hellkite doing a pug face, and yeah, Hellkite, which is our little boy, little cryptid, our deer, and we just to come up with the whole structure of the project, I made it like in universe a little bit. So I said, oh, we are the unit of cryptozoological research, UCR, and just as an offhand thing, I thought about it in like 3 seconds, and then somebody said, oh, let me make some lore for the UCR. I'm like, sure, go ahead. And it slowly snowballed into actually being a whole, like, little universe. No, Hellcat doesn't have a command. Not something I talk about that often. But yeah, it eventually snowballed into a whole writing project, and a bunch of people joined. We made some like structure around it, because at first it was very chaotic. Favorite pick of Hellkite? Which one? Oh, that little drawing. I always forget about that one. It's like a quick thing. I think I made it on stream. I don't remember. I wanted to do something with those like webcam pictures that everybody was using. I thought it was a fun concept. But I decided to put Hellkite in one. The story behind that one is as simple as that. That much thought put into it. Oh, that was your first stream. Interesting. Dear to your heart. That's cool. Okay, for this little box here, I'm actually gonna cheat it. Gonna flip this. Gonna flip it vertically. And there, now we have a box. We have something that could work as a third box. List is the second one here. Oh yeah, that's a fun one. See, because we did a lot of art like about Hellkite itself, but its main thing was always like the camouflage ability. And we didn't really explore that too much. I was like, I need to do something that shows it pretty concisely, pretty well. And ended up coming up with that. Okay, slowly filling this up. Yeah, I don't know if I should do more here. We'll get to it soon. People falling for it. Yeah, I got a lot of those with the teeth thing. The teeth is the one I posted today, if you didn't see it. Posted this with a little explanation to the medical condition. I made up a name for it and everything, and if you make up a name for it, people fall for it like so much. So yeah, a lot of my day was replying to comments like, nope, not real. But it's fun. It's always fun. You can poke fun at people a little. Being nice about it. I try to be nice about it, but I like poking fun. I send on the server this one quote retweet. Which one? I'm slowly destroying this poor man's hand and whole arm. Rip to his limbs. Sent it on server channel. What is that? When you study history and occult history, it's amazing how the first modern scientists of Oh my god, okay, hold on. Going to the browser. This is a quote retweet to one of my tweets that Sora just sent. When you study history and occult history, it's amazing how the first modern scientists were members of occult lodges and practicing sorcerers. Newton himself devoted far more effort to astrology, biblical prophecy, and alchemy than physics and mathematics. I highly doubt that. But I love that he's taking my thing at face value. So Claude Bernard is a French doctor from the 19th century. That's very important to many things, but it was literally the first doctor's name I could come up with that was like from the era, and I was like, okay. It was like Claude Bernard Horner syndrome. Yeah, Claude Bernard is like an old doctor. I looked it up on Wikipedia to check, and I went, yeah, sure, I used that. That was the extent of my research there. Should we tell them? Nah. Not gonna change anything with a guy that already believes in the occult like that. I find that with most of these people, it's better not to engage. It's like more of a waste of time than anything. So now we have to remodel this poor guy's crotch. Oh, I flipped it vertically. Oh no, I flipped it horizontally. I'm dumb. Trying to stretch it a bit, so I'll have to cover as much area. But yeah, today to the teeth thing, most of the comments were a big chunk of them were like, oh, you got me, and the other big chunk were people actually arguing that it was a good thing. Like, I mean, sure, if you want to have a mono teeth instead of what you got, I guess go for it. I'm gonna be the one to stop you. Was he? Oh, I didn't know about that. Thought he was bullshitting. I mean, yeah, the fact is that they're like using it as I told you so. But I didn't know. I'll have to look up into Newton's thing. That sounds interesting. Why did I pick such a hard picture to clone stamp? It was supposed to be quick edit. Here I am. It's fine, I got time tonight. Going on for 2 hours. That's fine. Emoji tube, that's true. You want me to find another picture? No, no, we're too deep in. And now? Don't listen to me, I'll just like to complain. Pretty movie dinosaur, I saw that one. Had horrible fused teeth. Stuff of nightmares, I tell ya. What kind of texture should we use for here? Actually cut it up in little bits because it'll be hard if we don't. They put the beaks of the dinosaur under the lips to look more human, but that's about okay. So it wasn't fused teeth that they were trying to add to the dinosaurs. There's some actual explanation. And I guess it makes sense if you want to make them emote. I remember that movie. I remember really liking it. Probably in retrospect, it didn't hold up well, but I just really liked dinosaurs when I was a kid. So, you know, it was a movie made for me. It was a movie made for kids obsessed with dinosaurs. We got some sort of texture going, but I don't know where it's going. Where did the torso stop? Somewhere here. Something like this. I'll have to come up with the back of the torso somehow. Yeah, a lot of my quote retweets are literally unhinged. I like cutting this up in little bits because it allows me to then just use the patch tool instead of going individually at everything. It's a... Whoa, that was wrong key. A bit easier to cut textures in little bits like this. Especially if you don't have like a lot to sample from. Can be quite helpful. This here we don't... I don't know. I guess this metal is part of the same metal here. Yeah, so we do actually have more to sample from. I was just sampling from here, but I could sample from there as well. Which, yeah, that's actually quite a big help. Gonna do that now. Oh, and here we reach the edge. I was getting too enthused into it. Into this. I forgot that it's supposed to stop at the shoulder. Hey, I'm gonna ground Maddie now for riding shoulder instead of elbow. I didn't think that I would have to do this whole thing. Shame on you. Shame on you. Marina is the one that wrote this part of the story. Or, I mean, this like characters thing. Okay, I don't have this is a very large chunk. I'll have to actually get this out of the way. There we go. Here's where we'll put our chunk of arm that we'll try to find. Hopefully we can find one like we did for the head. Which, if you missed it, actually group this up. We did this lady first and cut off the top of the head like this. Now we're doing this guy. Let me know if you found any other good unhinged quote retweets, or I don't think I got to check them all today. There were a lot. And for some reason I always get the weirdest people replying to my posts. Try to wait a couple days. Usually I'm a bit better at checking the comments, because you can just filter in Twitter, you can filter through mentions instead of just like notifications in general that include everything. So it's a bit easier for me to just check the comments than trying to dig through the whole thing, because the quote retweet for some reason don't appear in there in the mentions tab. Weird decision. have to bring up some outside textures to deal with this whole area. Or perhaps... What if I... Okay. We get this. Yeah, I can try and make this into the back. Maybe flip it. We make the lighting match a bit better. It's gonna be perfect, but okay. Why the hell not? I think we'll have to come up with something to cover an area here. It's like smoke, like we did before. Something like that. I think that would probably help quite a bit. Your arms! We're getting through it. It's a slow process. No, I'll blame it on you, Marina, for riding up to the shoulders, because now we have to cut the whole arms up to the shoulders. I will blame you. It is all on you. I don't know if you would have another little box here, but I need to cover it with some things. And all of the textures look shitty right now because I need to do a lot of clone stamping to just like cover a lot of area. A lot of area. So for now, a lot of texture looks shitty. Ooh, it's getting late though. I actually have to finish this tomorrow. Keep going for a little while, but it's taking much longer than expected. Where's it? Oh, okay. Gonna fill up the space. Phew. Okay, now we need like the cross section of the arm. Just gonna paint that on with, let's see, like, oh, also I add the same noise I did before on top to make things a bit easier for the textures. Should help them work better. Save us some work. I don't know. This is a bit big for the cross section of the arm. Ooh. Get that close. Actually, it doesn't look bad. Yeah, look, make it a bit longer though. Like so. What kind of music do you enjoy? A lot of things. If you look at my liked songs on Spotify, which is what I mainly use right now, you'll see like jazz, death metal, cumbia. I don't know. It ranges a lot. They're just 3 examples though. I don't know. I think with music, you gotta try a bit of everything. It's like food, you know? It's healthy. I mean, the music I put up on stream is not the stuff I tend to listen to. It's good background stuff and works for the background of the stream, and it's also like especially made to not trigger the algorithms. I'll send a copyright strike to my channel, so that's also a big part of why I listen to that on stream. But it's not really like outside of stream. I won't be listening to lo-fi chill beats. The Val's playlist is all grindcore and Eurobeat. I was gonna be honest. Oh my god. I have sent all the Spanish speakers into a frenzy. Fun part is that I have a sister that's just like me, so we share a lot of music, and she always gets into the weirdest genres and shows them to me. So, you know, thanks to her, I've discovered a lot of Russian punk, and that I probably would have never seen if it wasn't for her. I don't know how to make a back. Oh boy. These are the kind of things I get myself into. Just for you guys' entertainment. I'd say it looks decent enough. Let's hope. I mean, among many other things. So okay, things that I've been listening to lately. I'm not gonna play music on stream because copyright. But Satyricon, that is death metal. Then there's a lot of the ones I used on my Halloween playlist, so a lot of horror punk. Then there's Talco is very good. It's like Italian ska punk. Very good. Also a very good Mexican ska band. It's called La Pobresca with K. Very fun. Like ska hardcore kind of music. Yeah, my range is very weird, and if you ask me in different days of the week, different hours, I'll come up with different stuff that I like. What is that layer? Oh, it's definitely somewhere over here. Which one it is? Oh, there we go. Also, mosquitoes chasing me again today. Oh, bastards. Extremely chill and collective guy doesn't listen to death metal. Yeah. Yes, that would fit me pretty well. I was literally, I mean, because I'm not wearing it right now because it's not that cold right now. This is the sweater I was wearing before on Earth. Pretty cool one. It's got a cool pattern on the back though. You can never see that one on the stream. And there we go. It's cool. Got a very cool Rammstein one that's very similar to this though. You might have seen that one on stream. This stream is nothing but Enya. Maybe. No, because they would get copyrighted. Yeah, Monomarth is very good. Viking, melodic death metal. They're from Sweden, so they're allowed to be Vikings. Oh, wrong key again. I keep pressing Ctrl F, which I have set to flip. Okay. Damn, we did something, didn't we? Phew. That was a lot of clone stamping. I don't know how long that was. I'll check later on the VOD and see how much clone stamping time that was. I love that the guy's like very, very matter of fact, like, yeah, it just happened. I have no arms. He'll get angry later in the interview. I guess maybe it just recently happened, so it's just like still processing it. You can just say that. Why not? Opinions on Mago de Oz? I love him. Absolute classics. Do you know Mago de Oz? Oh, that's great. Oh man, you go to Spain and everyone knows Mago de Oz. Well, not everyone, but most people can quote at least one of their songs. Danny AR. Thank you for the follow. Don't know how to pronounce things anymore. Just try to use one of my songs and it's alarm clock tune and sleeps. That is me. That is literally me. I've literally done that with one of my songs, so I could fit into that category. I sleep through every alarm. I'm the worst. Everyone in the mid-20s range has heard about Malith. That's great. I love that. It was very, very Spanish thing. Questa Varana was one of the first songs I learned for myself on violin. That's great. How do I sleep through metal songs? I do sleep through anything, but I do have a sleep condition, so not the best example. And one of the symptoms of the thing I got is waking up is very, very hard. I sleep through anything. So that probably explains it. Okay, I'll probably have to go later and fix a lot of the little texture errors that I introduced with all this clone stamping nonsense. You see how many layers of clone stamping we have already? What a mess. What a mess I made. I hope it's decent enough. Does it look decent? Does it look very, very weird to you? Is your first time watching people on Twitch? Well, welcome to Twitch. Welcome to my stream. God, I wish that was Minnesota. Extremely hard to wake up. Like you can literally open all the windows, play music, and I'll sleep through it. Or I'll wake up for like half a second, be slightly aware of it, and then fall back asleep. My brain has a time that it wants to wake up, and it will not budge until then. It can be very annoying if you got an appointment. I keep missing them. Okay, now we need to fill this. So like we did for the other one, took a CT scan here, we used it as a base. I think we could do something similar here. It'll be easier because it's not the brain, it's not the head. So hopefully we can find something good. Let's see, let's go to the browser. Let's look at this guy's dumb reply. And CT scans. So we're back at CT scans and we'll try to find something with the limbs. Let's see. I mean, maybe MRI, maybe shoulder MRI. Okay, we got a lot. Let's specifically look for no. There are none with no restrictions. What if veins? Let's find this first, but let's see. It's a bit further below. Might be easier to implement. We're watching it from the side, which is not a very typical view. I think this might actually be from the side. We're cutting like just at the, yeah, just where the articulation is. So would it fit if we moved it up a little? I think this one might do. It's not gonna be perfect, but might be the best we find. Gotta remember to credit that one as well. I'll leave it open so I don't forget. All arm veins, so that might be a bit of a hard one for our focus here. A good idea though. So actually, let me see what we're looking at. Let me see, because sometimes MRIs can be a little bit hard to figure out. Here, they give us the info. No, they don't say anything. We gotta figure out what is what. We were looking at it. I don't know the names of stuff in English, so I'm just trying to understand it and put it there. Sorry if I don't explain a lot of anatomy today. Just very bad at English names for anatomy. I think this could be like that. This becomes a chunk of meat, but MRIs work much better than CT scans for this, to be honest. I should have used MRI before. Meaty. Indeed. Okay, I'm gonna repeat some of the textures we did before. Not the brain one, because there's no brain in the arm. Contrary to popular belief. Yeah, that's the humerus, right? And this is the clavicle, I think. It's the articulation between the two. So it could potentially be cut like this. Like, not perfectly, but good enough for our purposes here. Okay, where is my bone texture? Show me the bone. Oh sure, I combined it all already. I'm stupid. Yeah, I need to make that from scratch. Okay, I got the bone texture here. Whoa, that is large. So we're doing this, putting it here, and then doing that also. Hold on. We're gonna do this and flip this horizontally. No. No. Axial Lepisphere. I think that's just the type of MRI. Like axial is just type of cut, and speed is spiral, so it's just the type of details of the machine. Oh, there's a source here. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think that the coronal one is the one we're looking for. I think if we can find it. Let's see, right? Maybe if we look for coronal, find a better one. Nope. No, actually, coronal is not the one we're looking for. Coronal is front. Cut it like this. So it would be this. This would be coronal. It's not the one we're looking for. Axial means it cuts the axis of the arm. And sagittal means sagittal will be the one we're looking for, perhaps. To be honest, it's just not a lot. I think the one we were using is actually probably the best one, all things considered. Use something like this for the fleshy parts. To be honest, at the end of the day, we're just using it as a base of sorts, so... Oh, this needs to be clipped. So maybe below and not above. The original one. Yeah. This goes forward. And considering we're trying to adapt a different view into it, it's not gonna look exactly correct. Let's see, which one is... This is the one I used. Maybe someone like this would actually, but though it's not the actual view we're trying to look for, could help somewhat. Instead of the upper view, you know? Maybe we can combine both. What if we combine both? One has a little arrow, but that's fine, I think. TV license, we're good. Give it a try. What do I use for picture? Is the last one is the same as before? Oh, it's on the wrong document. Go. Okay, now let's try to fit it more or less. So hopefully the humerus has a bit of a more natural shape. That we're combining different things, different types of images, so... I basically just wanted this. Little area there. Oh, we gotta remove the the arrow. Can you imagine if we kept that? We'd have to explain the arrow in the story somehow. How annoying. Oh, sorry. MRI master. Love it. Oh, it is not loading for me. Yeah, it might take a while. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I mean, that is considered the one we had before. Yeah, that is what I understood about it. We were on the right track there. Or I was, at least in my understanding of it. Yeah, MRIs are very confusing. They take a long time to just be able to see what's going on, and a lot of anatomy knowledge. They're very annoying. I mean, they're fantastic, but they are annoying. Okay. Now, a little bit of color. I'm gonna put below the other thing. Actually gonna... Gonna reduce the bone's color a little bit, because it looks like dry bone, which it is, but I think it needs to be a bit redder inside to make sense. Like this bone would actually be producing some blood, so like not like the skull ones that we did before. So we need to make it make some sense. Oh boy, it is late. Okay, I think I'll finish this and then call it a day. Then I'll just finish this tomorrow before I post it. I still gotta do the videos, so maybe a day later. So I got no respect for skull blood. Who needs that? Come on. It did take a lot of extra time, indeed. I mean, it's fine because today I did have time, but not to burn out too quick on this challenge. I should maybe give the one picture, but on retrospect, that's fine. Let's see, I don't know if I like the contrast or not. See, with these little structures, I don't know which one is what, so I'm just coloring them flesh color for all of them. Hoping it works. I'm gonna go a bit more flesh colored with the whole thing in general, I think. Thank you for the reminder. You are right. I always forget to save. Checking it with the other one to make sure it's more or less the same vibe. How his signature will go? Good question. Oh, it could go in someone's logo or patch, or there is a bit too small. Maybe in the chair itself here, for example. And I guess he has a bit of a too neutral expression for to be the guy that is in pain, so we could actually just censor it. I like censor the whole face. I don't know, both could work. It would help us fit the expression, to be honest. I don't know, let's add some smoke like we did for the other one. I'm gonna complicate myself too much. I'm gonna go for a similar vibe because that way we can get it finished before it is extremely late. So. Gonna pick the same smoke layers as before. There they are. Red and weird. And they actually, okay, if we look at them like this, they actually have kind of an arm shape. Yeah, if the name is censored, the face would probably be as well, you're right. And it would be the kind of, it's not the kind of censoring that, I don't know, a lot of like early SCP did, where it's like, oh, I can't come up with anything in my writing, I'll just censor it. It's more of it makes sense that they would censor the names of the people that they disappeared accidentally and they ended up dead. This song slaps. How about this, like, little smoky arms? Just make them more subtle, of course. No, I just meant it. I just said it's a banger. It's big giant circles. It's a very good composer. How about this for the smoke? Smoky sort of arms. I don't know, I guess if we did the same thing for the head, it kind of works. Let me know. Then we can do this. Oh, yeah, before we do, ARB logo and my signature. So ARB logo, maybe it actually, like it would be right behind here, right? Maybe you can just make the little point stick out, but not more than that. Ooh, really messed up here with smoke. The one on the back, yep. There we go. Okay. Shaded it a little bit, so... Oh, let me remove the displays. Shaded it a little bit so we can see a bit more. Get up here like it's higher. The chair highlights. Hold on. You mean this? You're right. I didn't consider that. A good point. Hold on. Let me do that then. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And yes, and then my signature, which I will get out real quickly. Okay, where did it land here? Yeah, no worries, alright. It's fine. Yeah, the legs clone sampling was definitely a challenge, so thank you. This fit the top and the bottom here. We really can't control you, Squall. Okay, now we put this. And let's try out different looks. Let's see. Going for purple tint with this one. It feels more right. I guess it already has a purple tint since the beginning, so it does feel right. Darkening it a bit to hide my shame and my mistakes. Of which there are many. The quote The quote bot is not cooperating. It might have died. It was acting up strange today. I tried to add a command and it didn't work. So it might just be having a day. Give us the quotes. Damn bot. Okay, color grading. I'm gonna make the shadows very purplish. And green highlights, of course. I'll go a bit lower with the midtones. I wanted it to feel like a fun fair either. Let me see. I'll leave the midtones wide. Yeah, maybe I should use Nightbot. I don't know. It's just the one I had, so I never bothered to change it. I'm lazy. Whoa. The zoom is acting up. That scared me. And you know, the fun part is that for this one we don't really have to censor the face because the eyes, because there's no eyes sensor. So there we go, we got 2 UCR pictures that we will use for our little story tomorrow. I'm most excited for the audio part of it. So I think we'll set the audio to this video, to like the images themselves, and we'll just set them as the background for the audio. And then we can post them individually. Like we can start off with the 2 images, and then as scrolling down, you'll get each of the 2 videos. I think that should work. I'm dreading the audio part. You did fantastically, Sora. I haven't listened to the other ones yet. I think they sent their audios because I checked quickly before. But yeah, you're gonna do great. You did great. You already did great. Now we just have to cut them together and everything. So we'll see. We'll see if they can be done by tomorrow. So yes, this is another eRemember prompt done. This is eRemember prompt 4, Artificial Salvation Tests. And that is like 4 out of 4 days so far, which is fantastic. Now, tomorrow, what day is it tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow's Thursday. And the prompt is contained Big Bang, which I have no idea what I'll do. That's the one I still have no idea what to do with. So I have to come up with something for contained Big Bang by tomorrow. I do have some ideas we discussed yesterday, maybe like a particle accelerator or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. I guess tomorrow you'll see me load up the stream and probably have some pictures at the ready. I hope so. And if not, we'll improvise something, because that's part of the fun. Big Bang in a Ziploc bag. If all else fails, Big Bang in a Ziploc bag. That'll always work. Here, I'm most proud of this one. This is I think this came out very cool. We might actually zoom into it a little bit. Oh, we could do that during the video. We could like zoom into the face. But yeah. Thank you everybody. Another successful stream. We're there. We're 4 days in to the 30-day challenge. We're 3 days in actually, because I guess I won't count Sunday, which was not technically November. So we're 3 days into the 30-day challenge. We're still baby steps, but doing very well so far. All the posts I've done have been doing quite well, as you might have seen. So we're in for the long haul, and yeah, thank you guys for being there with me. Okay guys, I'll call it a day. See you tomorrow.